Okay, so it's time for the third part in this activity. So now we're going to be modeling this guy. And if you look at the prompts here, it first wants you to create the model using only additive procedures. Then it wants you to create the model a second time using only subtractive procedures. Then it's going to ask you which you feel would be more efficient and why. And we'll see as we go through here, it would probably be better to use both methods at various different points, but I'm going to do this only additively right now. So we're going to open up a new part in Inventor. Notice it says in this case all dimensions are in inches, so if you're still on millimeters from last time, we're going to have to change that. So new, you might be in millimeters if you're still on the same if you still have the same file open from last time. So we're going to go to English, inches.ipt. Alright, so let's start a sketch, throw it on the XY plane, and let's think about how we're going to do this. So here's what I would do. Ignore, for now, this whole front extrusion with the two legs. And for now, if I'm going to do this additively, I would sketch the back surface here, so this guy, and I might sketch him all the way down. So we're going to build this 2.5 inch tall structure, and we'll put these two little ear things on it. That's what they look like to me anyway. Alright, so let's make sure I hit the origin with this line. And I'm going to come up to 2.5. Then I'm going to come over. The top ear over here is supposed to be 0.5. And then we come down to a height of 0.5. Make sure you get that 90-degree angle. Then we're going to come across 1.5. Back up 0.5. In this case, you don't even have to type it in, because notice that the point wants to lock into the same height as before. And then I'm going to come over 0.5, down 2.5. Again, you don't have to type that one in. It'll lock in, especially as soon as you hit your x-axis. And then I'm just going to connect this up and finish sketch. So if you look at your part, we can see that this has a depth of 1 inch, so we will extrude that to 1 inch. Okay, beautiful. Okay, cool. So next thing I'm going to do is we can see that before we branch off into these legs, we're pretty much uniform for this first piece of it. So if this whole thing is 3.5 and I've got 1 inch there and I've got 1.5 inches there, what's that leave us with? 1 inch here, right? 1 plus 1 is 2, 3.5. So this piece right here, it's not dimensioned, but I know that it should be 1 inch coming out in this direction. So I'm just going to sketch a rectangle that comes out 1 inch, and then I'll branch off with the legs separately. So right click on this guy, new sketch, grab my rectangle tool, lock that in. The height of this rectangle should be, if you're looking at your paper, 1 inch. Where did that dimension come from? Right here. Okay. Finish sketch. Extrude. He's going to come out 1 inch. Okay. I always forget to do this. I'm going to change my visual style to shaded with edges. There we go. Now it looks a little bit better. Alright, so last thing I got to do is I've got to draw these two legs. So each leg, the face of each leg is a 1 by 1 square, and those are extruded out to 1.5. So let's go ahead and knock that out, start a new sketch right here. And I can do both legs in the same sketch. Boom, and I'll come over here. Boom. Alright, now let's make sure that, so the heights are taken care of because I kind of locked the heights into this line, which is already 1 inch tall. But I just need to make sure that this distance is 1 inch, And same thing over here, this distance should also be 1 inch. Alright, finish sketch, and extrude. And these guys are both going to be extruded to 1.5 inches. That one and that one to a distance of 1.5. Boom, done. Okay, so iPro save as, save it to your documents, or wherever you normally save it to on the computer. Attach that file into your OneNote along with a screenshot. So remember, come down here, snipping tool, SNIP, screenshot it, and throw it in OneNote. Alright, and then you're going to create a new part. It's going to be this guy again, but now you only want to do subtractive methods. Alright, so that's going to be the next step.